and from the rain.
Thank you so much, Aunt Stella. Okay, now we're going to have my Nana's granddaughter, her other one, not me. I'm the firstborn. We're going to have the other one come up here and say a few words about her grandma. And it looks like she's going to be accompanied by great-great-grand as well.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming out and celebrating my grandmother and 80 years of life. Words can't express our appreciation for my grandmother, Grandma, a.k.a. Gigi.
Gigi.
Grandma, thank you for your purest heart of gold. If someone were to compliment an item of yours, you would more than likely be willing to give them the clothes off of your back. You would not only offer them, but you would insist that they take it. You always loved AJ and I unconditionally. And at times when I felt that the world would judge me, you would always be an open ear to listen and offer loving and sound advice. Thanks for your prayers. Somehow they will always make us things a little easier to deal with. And most of all, thank you for being a God-fearing leader in the family and the church. A Proverbs 31 kind of woman, shining your light with integrity, genuineness, grace, and humility. AJ and I love you dearly. Thanks, Grandma.
It's one for each decade.
For those who didn't hear, that was 8 roses, one for each decade. Now we're going to have a selection from Yvonne Hopkins. Well, I'm sorry, she wanted me to let me know she's going to speak a few words and then she will conclude with her selection. Thank you, one moment.
Thank you, Dora. I count it a blessing and a pleasure to be able to be a part of this beautiful celebration for my dear friend, Ms. Zelma Ferguson. My son and I met Zelma in February of last year. We lived diagonally across from each other in the same apartment building. And the day we moved in, this lovely lady came down the hall and she said, "Hello, my name is Zelma." And I said, "Hello, I'm Yvonne, and this is my son, David." And she said, "Do you have a church home?" And I stood there amazed in silence for a moment because I thought, well, after moving in, the second thing was absolutely to find a church home. And I almost looked up in the sky and I thought, I said, "No, that's what we're looking for, one." She said, "Well, may I invite you to Oasis? That's my church, and you are welcome to come." So I think it was the next day after we exchanged phone numbers that I called and I said, "Hello, Miss Zelma?" And I'm a little old-fashioned. I do enjoy calling her Miss Zelma. I said, "This is Yvonne. We'd like to go to church with you." She said, "On this Sunday?" And I said, "Yes." I thought, why delay? This Sunday. She said, "Okay," and she told me what time to be ready. And because she didn't know me, she didn't know if I was a timely person or not, so she made sure we got moving about 15 or 20 minutes earlier than the time it took to get to service. But she's since found out that I'm pretty on time. Well, long story short, we did attend Oasis Church. It was a match for us. We had attended a few others in the area by invitation of other people, but it was a real match. And David and I are now official members of that wonderful church, wonderful people. And we are ready to continue to be servants in God's house. As you all know, Zelma Ferguson is a beautiful woman, both inside and out. And as I was reading scripture the other night, I read something that made me think of her. And it's Hebrews 10:24. And I'm going to paraphrase. In response to all Christ has done for us, let us outdo each other in being helpful and kind and in doing good. Hebrews 10:24. And that just exemplified my dear friend. I want Zelma to personally know from me today that there is absolutely no good thing that I would ever withhold from you, Zelma, if it is within my power to give it and to help make you happy. I value and cherish our friendship. I'm also very fortunate to know Miss Zelma's immediate family, and they are truly wonderful people. But before I tell you that, I'd like to share with you that my friend is a voracious reader. She loves to read. And she enjoys books about animals, especially dogs and horses. And Miss Zelma, you will never know how much I delight in sitting with you and listening to your wonderful childhood stories about West Virginia and the beautiful hills and mountains. It's just vicariously, I get transported, and I seem to enjoy those moments with you, and I know David does as well. So thank you for those memories. And then about this wonderful family of yours, daughter Swan, son-in-law John, granddaughter Taylor, great-grandson AJ, granddaughter Dawn, grandson-in-law Gary, and firstborn great-grandson Marquise. And I can hear Zelma every time you mention her family, she says, and that's 4 generations. One person I did not have the pleasure of meeting, and that was Miss Zelma's daughter, Donna. But one day in glory, I'm going to have a chance to have that meeting with her. But today, Donna is very much a part of this glorious celebration. So now, remembering Donna and one of her very favorite songs.
Somewhere over the rainbow
drops away upon the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high in the land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Somewhere over the rainbow, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? Why can't I? Happy birthday, Miss Zelma. Happy birthday to you. We love you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for doing that. We hadn't actually planned this, so I hope he forgives us, but my grandmother, my Nana, has requested that another good friend of hers sing a selection for her. I guess she thought since it's her day, she can ask for whatever she wants and she might get it. But Mr. Theodore Goodman, if you don't mind, Zelma has specially requested. He's gonna spoil you.
I heard that. Happy birthday, Zelma.
Thank you, good.
I talked to her the other day, and it took the world for me. Zelma, you're gonna have a surprise birthday party. But my wife said, you talk too much, but this time I kept my mouth closed. This time she was surprised. I was nervous. I said, you know, you're not supposed to surprise older people. No, you're not, we can't handle it. So you got, but I knew that she was under the cover of God, so she didn't have a thing to worry about. I'm going to bless her with this one right here. Seeing the National Football League games, you see this number, it says John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. This is God's love. The love of God, it guides me along my way. The love of God will never